Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, ay, Pancho.
Warning, the following videos aren't intended to hurt and or bully anyone. It's solely my job in salvation to report on what's going on with the YouTube community and give my opinion because my opinion matters. Sorry about that. Weenie Hut Jr. discretion is advised. Now a quick summary before I play the live if you guys missed it. Basically, Latinabeauty's upset with Snow because she thought they were more than friends and Snow hit her with the cinema friend zone and this happened.
Say comments like I led you on. Yes or no, we tried to date. It didn't work out. I still wanted to be your friend.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Segun, there was at one point where you told me that we did go on dates, and I was like, when I was like, I've never been on a date, you're like, well, we did go on dates. And then fast forward, you're like, well, we've never been on a date. We've never dated. And I was like, oh.
I mean, me spending $4,500 on you to be in fucking Vegas at a nice ass fucking place in Vegas, I think like that's at least, I don't know what your boyfriends take you on a date or like, but I mean, I think
okay, but
nice.
that didn't come out of my mouth though. The fact that it wasn't a date didn't come out of my mouth. It came out of yours. When you told me that we went on dates, I was like, oh, I've been on a date. It's cool. And then you were like, well, no, like we've always been friends. We never went on a date. And I was like, oh, period.
No, I'm just like, I just think that the whole leading on is just, it has such a negative connotation because it's like, look, Snow a gaslighter or, oh, like that is dating. $4,500 on a hotel. Look, stop sending mixed signals. $4,500 on a hotel. I'm sorry that you've never gotten treated like that, but like, baby, I usually stay at the Cosmopolitan in a wraparound terrace. That is what I like in Vegas. I like to have a nice view. I like to have nice food. I'm sorry to you and to whoever you're dating that doesn't do shit like that. I like to fucking go to nice places. What is like, I don't know. The Cosmo's nice. And sometimes you can get that bitch for $250 if you really think about it. If you really go on an off date, you might fuck around and get that shit on a deal.
What day? Exactly. I'm like, exactly. Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Somebody said, oh, but you're not dating them. Latina, can we again reiterate? We were trying to see if it was going anywhere. I'm not saying I didn't try to date Latina. I'm not saying I didn't try.
We just never made it to the date.
We were getting to know each other. I'm sorry that you fucking kiss one person and you immediately get into a relationship and then it takes you 9 to 10 months to find out that you all actually hate each other. I was trying to get to know somebody before I asked somebody if they want to be in my situation or relationship or whatever. That's what I've been doing lately. I'm trying to get to know people. I'm trying to get to know myself. I'm dating. I'm being single. I'm loving myself. I'm pouring into myself. If I want to go to the Cosmo by my fucking self, I can. Whatever I want to do, that's what I'm doing. I'm a woman. Stop acting like I'm some fucking douchebag. I'm a woman. If I want to go to the Four Seasons and have a spa day by myself, that's what I'm doing. If I want to take myself out to a movie date by myself, that's what I'm doing. If I want company, that's what I'm doing.
If you need company, you got your baby. You're fine.
I'm just saying.
Oh, but at the end of the day, I feel like the main reason we really wanted to come on here together today was because we don't want like none of the drama. Like obviously, like what's done is done, but like at the end of the day, like I guess we have to like sometimes we just have to accept that certain things don't work out a certain way, and things got a little bit out of control today just because there were some messages that were sent to me, not from Claudia. There were some messages that were sent to me that kind of triggered me and kind of set me off. Like definitely we talked about this and we could have definitely handled this in a different way. We could have handled this in other ways, but I'm also human. I have emotions and I react. And at the end of the day, I don't want nobody sending no messages to Claudia, no messages to me, no messages to none of us, because at the end of the day, like if we're being like FFR, like mad for real, y'all are probably in worse situations. So this isn't that crazy.
At the end of the day, I feel like we shared enough about each other for you to at least have given a fuck and know that going to the internet was not the right route is
Yeah,
all.
and that's how I felt too until like I said, at the end of the day, like I get what you're saying 100%, but when you release those private messages between me and you to
Who
a
went
fan page of yours, then
who
I'll like all bets are off. Like, what? That's crazy. How am I
look
not supposed to react?
who went and did 4 subs in a row the day after we stopped talking, where you told me you need a couple days. You said, I don't know, I just need a couple days, I need to figure this out. And then you go on the internet and you make 4 TikToks in a row subbing me. Yes or no? Just keep it a buck.
Yeah, it wasn't four. It was probably like two, first of
No,
all.
no,
It was probably like two,
no, it
and
was
then they probably added up.
Maria,
But
it was 4.
it was not four because I remember the first one was the friend one where it was like, oh wait, hold on, where did I go? Fuck,
Okay, but
it's
again,
funny.
you ran to the internet. Look, Taco de Chisme said it was 4. It was 4. So you went to the internet, and one day after you told me we were good, you just need some time, you go to the internet and you make 4 TikToks in a row shading me. And I had to sit there and just like take it because I'm like, okay, she's allowed to go through her emotions. I understand. I gave it a couple days. I didn't know that you were going to block me right after that. So then when you did your 4 TikToks and then you blocked me, I felt like, hey, yo, like this is kind of crazy because now you're on the internet crying when you could have had these convos with me. You could have told me to pull up. And I told you, I'll pull up on you tomorrow if you need me to drop off your shit in person because I'm not about to have nobody crying on the internet and acting like they can't talk to me in person. Talk to me in person.
It's not that I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Like
You
at the
wanted
end
to
of the
talk to the
day,
internet.
you know, you told me what you need to say, and then I like today, like I've gotten messages about other stuff that you said and all this other stuff. So it's like it was all building up. So it wasn't like today was just pre-planned, premeditated. It was like I'm just gonna get on today and I'm just gonna spill all the beans. Like I told you, I woke up today and I was like, I'm gonna get my day started early today. I'm gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. Like I usually get on so much later, but today I had the time, so I was like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then for me to be getting all these type of messages, like it's crazy. And like, yes, yeah, I did make subs or whatever, but you also have to keep in mind that before I left the ranch, you were sitting on the live, and regardless if you like to say it or not, and you keep saying that you never said that we were just friends and that was it, and it was nothing more. That's what you were reiterating throughout the whole live that day is that
Because
we're
we
nothing but
weren't
friends. We've
girlfriends.
never been nothing but
Did I
friends.
ask you to
We've
be
never
my
been nothing but
did we
friends.
ever did we ever become girlfriends?
No, but then you also have to remember that you contradict yourself because then there was one time when you were like, it wasn't anything until after the butter video. Those were your words exactly.
Yeah, but I'm saying, girl, I'm saying like we weren't girlfriends. Like we were
No,
definitely friends. Yes, more than friends as far as we were trying to figure it out, but like we weren't in a relationship. So I don't know what you want to call it. We were not formally dating or like exclusive. So I don't know what we call it, but we can call it whatever you want. But I just know that we like definitely had a friendship. I just don't know what you want to like. I don't know what exactly.
en cabera abecedario. But it's really complicated. It's really complicated when we get to that aspect because I don't know. I don't know what type of friends you be having, baby, but I don't do a lot of things that we did with my friends.
To the girl, Latina, if someone is inconsistent, that's a red flag. Sure, I'll be a red flag if that's what you need me to be. Like at this point,
I'm also a red flag, bitch. We're all red flags. We're all
yeah,
fucking
like
flags.
people thinking that I'm sitting here trying to act like I'm fucking innocent. I'm not, but I did have very clear communication over the fact that I was still healing. I was not ready for a relationship. I'm still figuring out several things about myself. I'm somebody's friend. And if I need to, date and figure this shit out, then that's what it is. The next relationship I ever get into, I'm not gonna get into it just because I'm gonna get to know the person for a while, and then I will make my decision based on our compatibilities, if we like each other, if we can last, in a nice friendship. Like, yeah, I'm trying to be intentional in my dating, and I'm trying to talk and figure things out and grow together. I'm not just trying to be like, boom, we in a relationship now, let's get to know each other. No. I think that's healthy.
Yeah, to a certain extent, baby. It's just you. It's kind of it's hard. You had to. If you could have, if I could just put you in my shoes for a little bit, you would have. You would understand a little bit more.
If what?
Because then also, I feel like I think I remember you were the one that was telling me this. Like that first heartbreak, you told me the first heartbreak from a woman. God bless.
Yeah.
So
We all
Lord
been
have mercy on me.
there, but I feel like here's the thing. Let's say I give you what you want. Let's say I do get into a relationship and I go, you know what? Yeah, this can work. And I do it. How many months does that work before somebody's like second guessing or thinking or shit breaks off or whatever the fuck? Like, I was trying to keep it a bug before that.
Yeah, but the thing is, the problem was that, like I've said before, it's really hard for me to just been like, okay, let's just be friends, and then X, Y, and Z already happened. It's not easy to just flip a switch. It's not.
Do you think I have full control over this whole situation? Or do you think it's two grown people that have met each other, became friends, and were attracted to each other? Or do you think somehow I just was this like big bad person who's like, ooh, yeah, and then I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that? Or do you think it was
I
just like,
don't think none of it was premeditated. None of it was premeditated. They give me Law and Order. None of it was premeditated. None of it was pre-thought. Like
look,
it
Dulce
happened.
said, Snow, shut up. Girl, look, oh, your bio says just a goofy ass bitch. I mean, okay, never mind. You know what? Like,
If it
that taught
defend
me,
you, man.
that taught me to stop listening to some of that shit. I go to her bio.
Is that really in your bio?
That shit said, look, that girl Dulce, her bio says just a goofy ass bitch. I'm like, oh, damn. All right, well, damn.
She's just in a silly, goofy mood.
Okay.
It's funny. I thought that was in your bio. I was like, wait, why the fuck did you put that in your bio?
Look, and now somebody just said, we're just doing this for clout. Now we're both, that's what I told you, Latina. When I first called you, I said, when you, no, because you sent me paragraphs, and I was like, oh, this bitch unblocked me. Okay, bet, let's talk. I was like, Latina, this is fucking dumb. This is the first time I'm talking to you after this whole shit. And I'm saying, this is dumb. This is dumb. Why are we on the internet looking like two fucking buffoons?
This definitely could have been handled differently. This day shouldn't have gone the way that it did. And maybe not. I shouldn't have posted my subs. I don't want under the hate, bro. Like, that's it. Like, I don't want people messaging me. I don't want people messaging Claudia. At the end of the day, whatever happens between me and her in the future will definitely stay between me and her. So,
The day you text me, oh, you just need some time, it's all good, I'm not a bad guy, blah, 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 for you to go and sub me 4 times and me to deal with that, but then still be dealing with the comments and the trolls and the whatever, I feel like I ate that. I feel like I just sat there and I took it. And I feel like you know what I've gone through, and I feel like that felt like, okay, bet. Maybe, I need to let her process. Maybe I need to let her, deal with it. But then it just feels like it only got worse.
yeah, baby. But you also need to keep in mind that before I left LA, that live
Wait, are
stream.
you live or am I live? Or am I on blue? Oh, there you go. Sorry.
I can
Go
hear
ahead,
you.
what?
That last live stream we had in the pool, like, that wasn't, don't, that made me look like this delusional ass person. So after I left the ranch, I was just getting bombarded with, "You're a delusional ass bitch. Stop chasing her. She don't like you. Why are you doing that? You look like a stupid bitch. She doesn't care for you." Like, I was getting bombarded with those type of messages. I was getting bombarded with the fact that I was this quote unquote, like I said, delusional person, and I had to eat that shit. So yeah, I made my subliminals. Yes, because after that day, it's just everybody was looking at me and was like, "Oh, look at this little delusional little girl." And I'm not delusional, bro. Like, I no me hago pendeja. That's it. I'm not delusional, though.
I know. I saw it with you and Petro's live where you were talking shit about me and saying I don't
I'm
fuck
very
with
smart.
you and being drunk and all that shit and dubbing me. Like I saw y'all's live little clip that was posted, and congrats. But at the same time, I don't feel like that necessarily had anything to do with me, and I feel like for you to make those sub TikToks and me to not pay attention to it, and then you to go live and cry and make it about something and then air out mad dirty laundry. I feel like
You were showing text messages.
there was one.
No, and then I was getting screenshots of you showing text
There
messages
was
on
one.
live.
Do we need to show it again?
So you were showing text messages on live.
Do we need to show it again?
You can show it again. It doesn't matter. But you were showing them on live. You keep showing that same text message, Claudia, and you keep forgetting that. Wait, hold on, go back. What was that other text message? This is the one. So see, this is the one.
I don't need to,
This is
nor
the
am I
one.
mad at you.
This is the
I
one
don't
that you
need to, nor
said.
am I mad at you.
Yes.
That's what
And
you
what did I
sent
say?
me.
What did
That's
I
what you
say?
sent me right before going on fucking. That's right before going on the internet and posting 4 subs in a row.
Yes, but then also, what did it also say in the message, Claudia? It says that I'm mad at myself because I didn't respect myself and I didn't seem to give a fuck about myself. That's also what that text message. It didn't just say that I just wanted to go silent. It said that I was very mad at myself because I let myself, and that's it. I said it in the text message.
Yeah.
It also says that.
No, but that's not, like, I don't think at all, like, I don't think I ever made you seem like a bad person. I even think today when I literally sat there and said, I think you're the funniest person, you're entertaining, you're pretty, you're this, you're that. I never sat here and tried to make you seem like less than anything. Like, I didn't.
And neither did I.
All I'm saying
Neither
is,
did I.
yes, you did, because
No, I didn't.
all I'm saying is, you told me I'm not a bad person. You just need some days. You gonna figure this shit out. And then one day later, you're making 4 fucking TikToks in a row subbing me.
I realized my worth. I'm just kidding. No.
I'm glad you think it's funny, but you fucking with me.
No, but okay, Claudia, but you're forgetting the fact that you like sat there on that live stream the day before I sent those text messages, and you were just like, "She's so delusional. She's so
I
funny.
did
She's so
not sit there and just
delusional."
say she's so
Yes, you
delusional.
did, bro. You kept
The night
comparing me to
before,
the wrong Missy. That's who you kept comparing to me to. You were like, "She's so delusional. She's like the wrong Missy."
you made that
You did. You told me that I reminded you of the wrong Missy, and I was like, "I'm your wrong
You told me
Missy."
I reminded you of what's his name, Spade, and honestly, I took it offensively because he was mad old, and I was like, "Hey, yo, that was kind of below the belt, but okay, bet." You said it.
I just wanted to be the Missy, but then when we went on live, you were saying,
then, so do you agree? Because you said I just wanted to be the Missy. Do you agree? You were the one that
yeah,
made
because
that
I did.
reference.
I wanted to be your Missy. Yes,
So-
absolutely at the time. Yes,
so-
but but the thing was that you kept saying she's delusional, she's delusional, she's delusional. When I told you that was between me and you. I didn't sit there on live and say it. That was a conversation that we had by ourselves. That wasn't a conversation that I had on live. I wasn't on live like, yeah, I want to be the wrong Missy, and I'm so delusional over her. I love it. No, I told you that because I thought it was cute and private. But then we got on live, and like it was just like little parts where you just kept saying she's delusional. She's so funny because she's so delusional. She's so funny because she's so delusional. And I didn't really understand it back like that day because I was like, damn, like I know that she'd be calling me delusional, but like today she's calling me
I,
delusional as fuck. Like she's
I
calling me delusional
wasn't.
after delusional after
I,
delusional.
I don't think I was calling you. And mind you, I'll give you access to my TikTok if you want. You can download my lives. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't think I was sitting there just calling you delusional. To be honest, the first time you made that joke about the David Spade thing, I kind of found it a little offensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause I was just like, yo, chill. Like, I'm not this fucking corny ass old white man just like fucking with some young bitch. Like, no, like, I'm pretty fucking cool. Like, chill. And you're the one who made that joke up. So for you to be right now talking like, I said that, like, okay, no, I was going with the joke that you made up. So I'm going with the
Okay,
joke, but I wasn't seeing, like, I wasn't.
first of all, I never compared you to whoever that guy is. I never said that you were that guy. I just
You
said that I
did. You
was your
said it was.
Missy. That's it. I said that I was your Missy. Doesn't mean that you had to be a certain somebody. Doesn't mean that. It does not mean that. I never once compared you to that man, first of all. Second of all, I said it, yes, in a joking manner between me and you. But that rest of that day, it kept getting brought up over and over and over and over again.
About what? About the wrong Missy thing?
Not even the
I
wrong
don't,
message, just that I was delusional.
I don't,
And then you just kept reiterating, we're nothing but friends. We've never been anything but friends.
when
And
I
like
feel
you
like,
keep saying that you never said that, but you said that multiple thousand times.
I feel like because of the way that you were, one, subbing me, two, going on live, and
Claudia,
hella,
we didn't
oh,
that at that time I was at the ranch.
Maria.
I hadn't subbed you at that time. What are you talking about?
Okay, like I'll go back and I'll download the live and then we'll just go bar for bar. Cause clearly, just the same way that right now, all day today, you were saying mad shit. And it wasn't until we actually got on the phone that you're actually now being able to admit a lot of the shit that you today were making it seem like it was so fucking bad. So we can go back and we can download that live and we can fucking watch it. Because at
The
the end of
shit
the
that I
day,
kept talking about was screenshots that people were sending me. These things that people were saying that you were saying. It wasn't because I just pulled that shit out of my ass. I didn't.
the thing is that
I got on live to have a regular day. Then I get off because I'm getting messages from my supporters telling me that your supporter is over there trying to rally troops and show screenshots and do this and that. So obviously I'm gonna come on upset. I'm gonna come on upset, of course. But then a little bit later, then I'm getting more messages. This is being said. This is being shown. This is being said. This is being shown. So am I just supposed to sit there and just be like, oh, all right, period?
so you sat here and you admitted that you were the first one to go to the TikTok and sub me. But still, you're the one that is the victim in all of
Claudia,
this.
that was after we went live and you literally just kept sitting there and literally that day I ended up in tears.
No, you ended up in tears because after whatever the fuck was going on that TikTok, I said we are just friends. Like we are, Maria.
Exactly.
Did I
Okay,
ever
see,
ask you to
exactly.
be
That's
my
exactly what.
girlfriend?
Exactly. So that's what you kept saying. That's what you kept reiterating. And what's the problem with me is like I've told you before is that those lines were so fucking blurry because I would have never done half the shit that I did with you with my other friends. I'll tell you that right now. At all. At all.
Maria, Maria,
No.
after your baby daddy, I'm the first person that you've actually kind of taken seriously. All the guys that you flirt with online, you make sure to text them and let them know, hey, don't take it too seriously. Even if they're over here falling for you, we all saw
Claudia,
you.
that doesn't happen anymore though. You keep bringing up
We all
shit from
saw
like
you
8 months
break Softy's
ago.
heart. We all
When's
saw
the
Softy
last
fall for
time
you.
that they see
Yes
me
or no?
flirt
You
with
told me.
somebody
Yes or no? You
besides
fucking
you?
told me. You yes or no? You fucking told me. You knew Softy was falling for you. You knew that shit was sad. You knew he was giving you them gifts. You knew
Yes,
you had to
Claudia.
fucking break it down to
Claudia,
him.
yes.
So why is it
But yes,
different?
but
Why is it
what did
different
I
when
say? Once
why is
it
it
got off the
different when
internet.
I'm breaking it
No,
down for
because
you?
once we got off the internet, it was nothing. You didn't let it be nothing once we got off the internet. Once we got off the internet, the cameras were turned off. It was something else. That's what you
I
keep
made a move on you.
downplaying. You keep downplaying that shit. You
I'm
keep
not
downplaying
downplaying
it.
it.
You are
You're
downplaying it. You're
downplaying.
downplaying it right now. You're trying to compare that to that other situation. It has nothing to do with it. Because if we and you would have went on live together and we would have said the things that we said and we got off of live and you would have told me like, hey girl, like that was funny. We had a great life. But like, honestly, I'm not feeling it like that. Nothing would have ever went any further Ever.
I never said
Ever.
I never.
So
But I
it's
never.
not comparable. It's not comparable because I made sure that that person knew my boundaries. I made sure. Never once out of live did they get that type of conversation out of me. Never once out of live when we met in person did they ever get that energy out of me. So that's not comparable. That's not comparable. And to keep trying to bring up, oh, going live with guys, flirting with guys, do this. I don't do that shit no more, bro. How long ago was that? How long ago was that? That's the difference.
Maria. I know.
No,
Look,
because you're trying to. You can't compare that the whole softy situation to this. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Maria, even on your fucking birthday and on a bunch of fucking shit, like you guys have had those meetups or whatever, and you have blurred those fucking lines. Stop playing.
What the hell are you talking about, Claudia? On my birthday, we did nothing but have fun. At the end of the night, I went to bed with my sister and my friends.
Maria,
nothing happened between me and anybody else on my birthday. The lines never got blurry. They knew that they were friends.
Maria.
How did, no, I really want to know, how did the lines get blurry? How did the lines get blurry? Because never once did I fuck with Gilbert like that. Never once did I fuck with Michael like that. And they both know that they were friends. And we've always been nothing but friends. There was never one moment in that single live stream on my birthday that was like, oh man, they might be sleeping. No, because we're not. We're not. That's just something that you kept making up in your fucking head. And it's not. That's also what makes me really angry is that you keep trying to compare this to those situations and you're like, well, you were doing this with, and it's like, I wasn't even doing anything.
I think it's just friends. Okay. We're friends.
Yeah, except here's the difference. I didn't go make out with Softy. I didn't go do none of that with anybody else. Okay? I didn't blur those lines. When we met in person, we were friends.
Maria, and you, when you and I met in person the first time that you told me to go hit on Claudia, were we friends or not?
Yes, Claudia, but that's not what we're talking about. Okay. What we're talking about is that the fact that later on in the end, you were still like, we've never been nothing but we've never been anything more than friends.
Maria, I never said we haven't been anything more than friends. We clearly even made out on camera, Maria.
But you've said that before. That's the crazy thing.
Okay, so what would you call it?
You even sat on your podcast. You even sat on your podcast mad as fuck about it.
Give it a title, Maria. Give it a title. What do you think we are? What do you think? Even knowing the fact that we tried it and it didn't work out.
I thought we were talking. I thought that we had something going on. I thought we were talking. That's it.
Okay. So we were talking. Okay, there. Okay, so we were friends. We were talking. We were trying to figure out what it was. It didn't go beyond that. We didn't get into a relationship. We didn't, I don't know. So we were friends and we were talking. So like, how does that change what happened?
What happened? That's what changed it.
But I'm just saying, because it's like, you know, fuck, my car just turned off. When I say, oh, we're not like, you know, we're not like in a thing, we're not in a relationship or whatever. Like, that's just what it is. Like, we talked, we tried it, it didn't work. That's it. That doesn't, no te quita nada, bro. Like, you're beautiful. I can not necessarily have something going on with somebody and still say you're beautiful, you're attractive, you're a great person, you're a great mom, you have great qualities. Anybody would be lucky to fucking have. I'm sure you're gonna find someone who's gonna, you know, all that shit. Like, all that. I've said it a lot of fucking times. I've never dragged you. There's not been a moment where somebody can take my video and be like, oh, Latina this, Latina that. No, bro. I'm not dragging you. I'm not talking shit about you. I'm not nothing. I value you. If anything, I wanted to be your friend because I do value you. But I'm not here to force anything either.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll be able to understand it though. Because I don't feel like I don't feel like you really realize how many times you really sat here and you were just like, we've been nothing more but we've never been anything more but than friends. It's always been friends. The amount of times that you said that is crazy. And that's the thing I think that's the part that gets me. You're like, no te quita nada, no te quita nada. Except for the fact that that was somebody that I cared about and they're just sitting here being like, oh yeah, that's cool, but like we were just buddies, right?
I didn't say we were just buddies, right?
Friends are the same thing.
I mean, buddies, friends, talking, like, okay, so buddies, like, that's what so now I'm going on the internet and be like, me and her are buddies, we're buddies.
You're not saying buddies, you're saying friends. We've never been anything
But
more
I
than
went on
friends.
live and told people how flexible you were. So when the fuck was I, like,
Yeah,
somehow
so that's why I don't understand how you also went on the
because we
podcast and
was
you were like, I
joking.
never fucked them. I never fucked them. And they had millions of followers. I was like,
Girl, let me tell you something, and I'm sorry, this one's gonna hurt, but I wasn't talking about you, mama. I wasn't talking about you. I was not talking
you
about
said
you.
you were speaking about multiple. You weren't just talking about one.
Baby
You said
girl,
they.
baby
You said
girl,
they.
baby girl, baby girl. You know one of the people that I'm talking about, and I didn't fuck them. And they have more followers than you, mama. So I'm not talking about you.
Trying to do the math.
Yeah, do the math and the arithmetic and the fucking algebra. Because I was not talking about you. So for you to go and say all that shit and because you got triggered because of something that was not about you, I was not talking about you.
But then not even that. Let's not forget about that other time when you were like, oh, well, like all these other girls, like did I fuck? No, ask them. I didn't do it. And it's like you tried to downplay a lot of things. You
But
did.
I'm not talking about you, Latina. I was talking about Maria. Now come on now. You're lying as fuck. I know you know.
There's only two. There's only two. And then there's one that's like I like the one that's like bigger than, but that's I don't think it's that one. And then there's only two more.
Why wouldn't it be that one?
At the end of the day, you like me caí muy duro, and I feel like watching you downplay a lot of shit was definitely not. It wasn't easy to watch.
I know.
So I definitely could have handled this differently. That person shouldn't have messaged me in the first place. Those messages should have never been leaked. But all of this could have been definitely handled a different way. And I think that's like the main point of this live is just like fucked up and not gonna let this shit happen again.
I agree. I feel like I would really like shit to not like be like that. I don't even give a fuck about what happened. I feel like at this point, if shit could just like go away.